The National Weather Service will be fanning out today to survey damage after confirming at least 2 tornadoes in central Minnesota last night. Warnings popped up yesterday afternoon, starting in McLeod County and then spreading to 5 nearby counties. This one was spotted north of the town of Glencoe. There have been no reports of any injuries.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Jordan Schreier. We're just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. A man is in jail this morning, accused of robbing another man at gunpoint in Fargo, and another suspect is still on the loose. Police say a man who says he was robbed around 5:30 last night drove to a gas station at 6th Avenue and 23rd Street South to call for help.
Patrol officers spotted the suspect's vehicle, but 2 men inside then took off running. A police canine helped track one to an apartment in South Fargo, and police then arrested Kenyi Pidia for robbery and refusing to halt. Officers say they found a gun believed to have been used in that robbery. A 17-year-old girl is being treated at a Bismarck hospital after being hurt in a bison attack at Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Park officials say it happened in the South Unit Saturday morning when the victim was walking toward a parking lot from a hiking trail.
2 male bison had just finished fighting and were on each side of the trail about 20 feet apart when the girl walked between them. One of the animals charged her from behind, hit her right leg, and sent her 6 feet into the air. The girl was airlifted to a Bismarck hospital. She is in stable condition, but we don't know yet the extent of her injuries. The woman who took these pictures says several hikers were not able to get back to their vehicles because of the aggressive bulls.
She says the medic helicopter was able to push the bison north of the hikers so first responders could get people safely to their cars.
It's now 9 minutes before 7. Let's get a check of our Monday morning forecast with Lisa Green.
Good morning. Looking cool to start off our work week this week. You can see on our hourly planner, we've got some sunshine right now, but there are some places with some cloud cover moving through, and we may see that yet this morning before we get the full-on sunshine. And temperatures that rise only into the 70s for Fargo, mid-70s, a high of 75 degrees. Here's a look at our temperatures. Right now we are in the 50s to low 60s, 61 in Fargo, 59 in Grand Forks. We've got good visibility throughout the valley and some of those stronger winds into the 20s. So we've got a gust to 23 in Cooperstown and in Hallock, and that wind again coming out of the northwest, bringing in that cooler air for us for today. Here's a look at your radar and satellite map. You can see just some clouds trying to move their way through. So there'll be some moments where we've got some sun this morning and other times where we're dealing with the clouds here for today. So today's going to be a cooler day. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be into the 70s, mid 70s for Fargo. There are some places that are going to be in the 60s for highs over to the east. And a look at your planner for the rest of the week. Tomorrow is going to be a cool start. That's kind of when we bottom out. We're looking at some 40s to some low 50s to start the day, and then we start the recovery process. We'll get into the upper 70s for Tuesday with mostly sunny skies. Wednesday back to the 80s, so just little by little again this week, warming things back up until we get toward the end of the week and we see our chances for rain and thunderstorms return. We're looking at some stormy weather potentially Thursday night and into Friday, and then Friday and Saturday as well, with 80s ahead for this weekend. So looking not too bad, especially this week, starting off with the quieter weather. It's not as we're not seeing any chances for rain coming up until the second half of the week this week. Time for now for traffic. Let's take a look at traffic on the move with the Valley Today's Devin Fry.
Good morning once again, Lisa, and happy Monday morning to the entire Red River Valley. Since it's a new week, I figured we'd check in on one of our longest running construction projects here on Cheyenne, just off of I-94. We're going to go ahead and turn into the one open lane heading towards I-94. As you can see, not only is everything blocked off, but to the right of me, there's not even a road anymore. It is completely dug up, and traffic is completely funneled down into one lane over here. It's head-to-head right here, so traffic or speed is reduced. Traffic's starting to back up a little bit, as you can tell. Now, it's not even at the busiest it's going to be yet. It gets really busy around 8 o'clock to 9. So if you're heading through this area around that time, as you know by now, please expect some delays. Overall traffic flow around the Red River Valley this morning, not too bad from what I've seen. The interstates are starting to get busy, but that's to be expected at this time of the day. For your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
And be watching for a fresh set of construction cones along I-94 in Valley City starting today. They'll be in the westbound lanes at exit 290. Drivers will use one lane of traffic, and you can expect delays and reduced speeds.
There's another road project 2 miles west of this location where traffic will be reduced to one lane again for about 13 miles. The reconstruction projects are expected to be completed this fall. High heat is to blame for another road buckling in South Fargo, and you'll want to watch out for it if you're driving in that area. It's in the southbound lanes of 45th Street South in Fargo near the 32nd Avenue intersection.
Traffic is down to one lane for the short stretch where that road is buckled. We left a message with Fargo Streets Department about when the repairs will be made. We have not yet heard back. Police have released the name of a North Dakota man killed after crashing his pickup into a utility pole. The State Patrol says 52-year-old Leroy Shocker Jr. veered off of Highway 20 south of Devil's Lake Saturday night and hit the pole. The impact started his vehicle on fire.
A man from the Northern Valley is facing drunk driving charges and other charges after police say he ran a stop sign and drove into the waters of Devil's Lake. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 72-year-old Fran Berg of Lakota, North Dakota, was hurt yesterday afternoon when his truck left Highway 20 south of Devil's Lake and ended up partially submerged in the lake. He is charged with DUI, open container, and disregarding a stop sign. Berg was not seriously hurt.
In our consumer alert this morning, many parents feel back to school shopping is nearly as stressful as the holiday shopping season, and it can really mess up your family's budget. A new report by Bankrate.com says 43% of parents have felt pressured to overspend at back-to-school items.
Millennial parents, ages 23 to 38, are the most likely to have felt the squeeze to overspend. Experts say it's always important to identify your spending triggers and to set limits. In 2018, the United Way School Supply Drive was able to provide supplies to more than 6,000 kids, and they're hoping to reach even more this year.
In the Valley Today's Abby Birchner is live from Bremer Bank this morning, where backpacks are already being filled. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa and Jordan. Yeah, today we are at Bremer Bank because it is the United Way School Supply Drive, and it is so important to make sure that all kids in the FM area are starting their school year off right with all the supplies they need. And I'm here with Judd Graham with Bremer Bank and then Christy Hoover with United Way. But Judd, I want to ask, why did Bremer Bank decide to get behind the school drive this year? Why do they think it's so important?
Well, at Bremer, we believe in cultivating thriving communities, and what better way to do that than to help kids be prepared to go back to school. So for our 75th anniversary, we filled 5,500 backpacks, and 500 of them are going to the local United Way.
And that's going to really kickstart and jump off that donation in the backpacks over at the Fargo Dome. But Christy, how can the community help be a part of this drive?
Absolutely. We're still accepting supplies through August 1st, and you can drop them off at the Fargo Dome, or you can also drop them off at West Acres. And so we're looking for all kinds of things: scissors, colored pencils, markers, crayons, all of these exciting things that if you're interested and you're out and about and you want to pick something up, you can absolutely pick that up and drop that off at our drop-off sites. But if you don't have time to go shopping, that's okay too. You can just go to United Way, castclay.org, and you can just give online. And $20, we can really stretch that. $20 will fill one backpack.
Wow. That's so awesome to me. And then the kids get to come to the Fargo Dome and they get to pick out their backpack. What is that kind of like?
It is one of my favorite days of the year. The children are so excited. Their parents are so excited. It's just so much fun to see their enthusiasm. And then when they get to pick out the backpack that they want, whether it be a color or maybe a character backpack, then when they have that opportunity, they just light up and they're so excited for school.
It's such a fun day, such a great drive to make sure that kids are ready for that first day of school. And so if you want to donate those supplies or donate some money, we'll have the list of supplies to donate, and of course that link all up on valleynewslive.com.
Abby Birchner reporting live for us this morning. Thank you.
A 9-year-old Moorhead boy is hoping his lemonade stand will help raise awareness about Tourette's syndrome. Christian Padilla was diagnosed with it last year. He opened the lemonade stand this weekend, with half the profits going to him and the other half to the Tourette Association of America.
Last year he raised $67, but this year on Saturday alone he collected more than $100. Christian's dad says he hopes his son learns kindness from the experience and that awareness is spread about the disorder. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. 27% of people will do this when they're asleep.
The answer is laugh. Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning on the Valley News Live Facebook page. And today, I don't think our weather is any laughing matter. It's looking pretty good out there.
It is looking great. We've got some sunshine right now in Fargo, though. Be aware there are some passing clouds in the valley. A cool Monday, though. Highs in the 60s east into the low to mid 70s along the Red River and west. And breezy, too, but nice and quiet and bright.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now for more live